Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. Hey, before we get started, I want to shout out somebody. Please, please pray for Tim F. Bruce. He's just become a center. He hit join, he became a member, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you for being the slump buster, Tim F. Bruce. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to you, man. And now on to the video. And today we have the weekly preview for August 17th, 2020. Weekly event, Winter of Our Dreams. Alright, so let's get into it. Winter of Our Dreams, new epic troop, Sir Nunnos. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Tower Defense, experience our new world event with your guild mates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. Tower defense. Different kind of world event, maybe? I was wondering why they were releasing that troop on Monday. Seal of Kurandara. The campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. The campaign is ending in 41 days, 18 hours. Week of Elementals. 10%. Week of Fae. 10%. That's actually significant. Week of Elementals is good. 10% more skill to, like, Rowan, Phoenicia, so not bad. It's a good week to go for speedrun records, at least, or to do some grinding. Bonus glory. Use Sir Nunnos in PvP to gain 5 glory. Take my tribute. Even though it has nothing to do with this video, you should always take your tribute. And SOULFORGE. I still didn't get an epic key. I grinded pretty hard last night. I'm kind of burnt out on this game a little bit. It's getting better though, since they're adding more things to the game. But I didn't get an epic key. I guess no one did though. I didn't see anybody that did. Anyway, SOULFORGE. It was fun though. It had me playing for a couple hours last night, like 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. We have the Will of Nisha. I actually need her. I could probably get if I wanted, but I still need Shabana Vespera, so I probably won't. The Worldbreaker. Urali. And Famine. Interesting group of mythics this week. I would say... Wow, it's a pretty... Now let's just read them in my order. You guys may have a different order. I'm going to go with the Worldbreaker. 30 red, green, yellow, Divinian Fields, Dragon Centaur. Explode 18 gems on the board, deal 38 damage to all enemies. Immunity to Devour, reflect 25% of skull damage, gain 5 to a random skill on 4 or 5 gem matches. Worldbreaker's okay. If you're early in the game, it would be one of your first mythics, but you already have like High King Iron Gut and you know, the Wild Queen and Ferris Ra. It's not bad. The mana cost is pretty high. It goes good on like a dragon team, or it goes good with like Infernus or something. It's not bad if you happen to get it early in the game. It works to fully clear some things. Like, it's good in pet battles, dungeons, adventure boards sometimes, you know? It's okay. It's definitely not top 10 or top 15 or anything, but it's not low tier either. It's in the middle somewhere. I used to call it one of my top 10, but that was like a year or two ago. Because it was fun. It's a dragon, it's a complete AoE, it also explodes the whole board and gets its own mana back, so... It's not terrible. It just has a high mana cost, and there's other troops that can do more damage and do it faster. It's an older mythic. Next I might have said Urali, but no more Scorpius Urali team, so definitely not Urali. What does Will of Nisha do? 22 purple, yellow, brown, Silverglade, Divine Mystic. Steal 3 magic from all enemies, then deal 29 damage to them. Gain 1 life for each purple ally. Reduce damage from spells by 50%. All purple allies gain 1 to all stats at the start of each turn. Sounds like she would be number 2. Number 3, we'll go with Famine. Famine, 24 yellow green. Excuse me, yellow green brown. Apocalypse, Daemon Mystic. Drain mana from all enemies. Deal 36 damage to an enemy, boosted by mana drained. All enemies lose 2 random skill points. Recover 1 armor at the start of each turn, and first enemy loses 3 skill points at the start of each turn. It's a pretty good, disruptor. I think it was one of my first mythics, at least the first one that was useful. And this was like 2 years ago, so take it with a grain of salt. But it was really good at disrupting. Like, it steals mana from every enemy. So you wait till they're almost full, you know, once you have your famine up, and you can steal all of their mana from everyone on their team. It's really annoying. And then you get to do a bunch of damage to one enemy. So pretty fun troop if you get it early once again. So it's just like World Breaker in that it used to be good. It used to be maybe top 10 long time ago, 2 years ago. Maybe top 15. But nowadays it's not used as much. But if you happen to get it early in your mythic career, it could still be useful at being a pretty good disruptor and helping you win by draining all the enemy's mana. So it's not bad. It's probably the best Apocalypse troop. But that's another downside to it, is that you do not get kingdom level. It doesn't go towards your kingdom level upgrades because it's not part of a kingdom. It's an Apocalypse troop, so that's why I'm going to put it under Will of Nisha. Then we have your ally, 22 green, blue, yellow, Mist of Scales, Divine Naga. Deal 34 true damage to all enemies boosted by Naga and undead allies. Summon a Bone Naga. Cool looking troop art. Allied Naga gain 2 life, immunity to devour, poison all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches. Actually, that's probably the best part of these mythics this week, is they all look really cool. Look at that, World Breaker, pretty cool. Even Will of Nisha. Ooh, I'm late today. I got the lawnmowers out here. Your ally, pretty cool, like a Medusa, a hot Medusa looking lady. Alright, and then Famine, of course. Famine's cool too. But that'll be my order. These are some out-of-date mythics that if you get early in the game can be used early in the game. If you happen to get them as your first mythic, I would not craft any of them, but just speaking on them in general, if you get any of these early in the game, not too bad. I'm probably just going to speak over this lawnmower. Hopefully you can still hear me. Alright, for the Legendaries, we have Nimue, Christinex, Behemoth, and Gloomleaf. Out of these, the top one was probably Nimue. Nimue, Merlantis, Merfolk, Mystic. Transform yellow gems to skulls and red gems to purple. Silence the 2 strongest enemies. Those double transforms are good sometimes. You can match them up with other things. You know, something that transfers to yellow, so that way you can transfer from yellow to skulls. Something that needs purple, you know, red to purple there. Or something that does to red, so you can then do red to purple. So not bad. Those double converts with skulls are usually pretty good. Gain 1 life for each purple ally. All enemies lose 2 random skill points. Steal 4 life from the first enemy when matching green gems. So that'd be my first legendary. I still would not craft it. Not a big crafting week this week. Then we have Christinex, 16 green, blue, Silverglade Dragon. Remove all gems of a chosen color. Deal 36 damage to all enemies boosted by gems removed. Summon a Silver Draken. Immunity to Entangle. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Gain enchant when matching purple gems. Probably the best dragon. No. It's close, though. I like Divinia as the best dragon. But I don't know. Christinex is a really good dragon. For early in the game, once again, this SOULFORGE, the theme of this SOULFORGE is if you get these troops early in the game, they can really, really help you out. This guy can do a bunch of damage early in the game. It summons a Silver Draken, which helps you out. And it gains enchant when matching purple gems, which helps you out. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%, it helps you out, you know? I would have to say maybe Behemoth next. Deal 35 damage to all enemies, destroy 12 gems, just because it's just doing two things. I don't even have it traded. You can see what I think of it. This is a really old legendary. Allies gain 2 attack when invading in PvP, immune to all status effects, Devour and Mana Burn, gain 10 life on 4 or 5 gem matches. And it's a monster, Pride Lance, 14 blue, brown. Then we have Gloomleaf, Force of Thorns, 16 red, green, Fey Elemental, steal 34 armor, and 4 attack from all enemies. Gain 2 life from 4 or 5 gem matches, immune to all status effects, Devour and Mana Burn, reflect 50% of skull damage. So if you're absolutely dying to craft something this week, I would not recommend doing that, but World Breaker's kind of fun, and Nimue is decent. But don't do that. Please be patient, save your diamonds for High King Iron Gut or something, or the Wild Queen, or the Dragon Soul, or Ferris Ra, or Yaogui. Don't, just save them. Or a weapon, a good weapon. What do we have in the weapons? Doom Statue. Silent Night. I don't even have this one. Hey, let's get it. Well, let's wait and make sure it's not in an event. I'm pretty sure it's not, though. Deal 36 damage to the last enemy and silence them. Deal 36 damage to an enemy. Deal double damage if there is an ice storm. Create an ice storm. Deal 44 damage to an enemy boosted by Glacial Peak allies. Then create a mix of 6 blue and purple gems for each Glacial Peak ally. Remove all blue gems. Deal 37 damage to an enemy boosted by gems removed. If the enemy is from Glacial Peaks, deal double damage. And the Doom Statue is give 33 life to all allies, plus 2 per tempering level, give 5 mana to all other allies. If the enemy has a Doom, give 4 more mana, give 2 magic to all allies for each yellow enemy. So that's not very good. It's not one of the good doomed weapons. The good doomed weapons make Doom Skulls, such as Glaive, Axe, Scythe, Crossbow, and all those. I don't know if any of these are good. Let me know. I'm sure we'll use them this week in the world event or something. That sounds okay. Creating an ice storm and dealing double damage if there's an ice storm. This sounds like it could maybe be used because it's 6 blue and purple for each Glacial Peak ally. I think it's Glacial Peak week. And, you know. So, I'm sure we'll figure out how to use one of these this week, maybe. Which I have none of these. That's crazy. I'm going to be buying some weapons this week. Remind me to buy some weapons. If you don't see me get these weapons, remind me to buy them. Alright, that's it for the SOULFORGE. Let's go and see what we have for the event chest key drop table, which is really hard to get anything from, but if you have 1,000,000 event keys saved up and you were really patient, then let's see what you could get for your event keys that you're saving, right? Glacial Peaks, let's show all this week instead of being a dummy. And base rarity. We have Skady, Borealis, Queen Mab, the Mirror Queen we can't get. What are the best troops in this? I would say there's nothing really good in here. Queen Mab used to be okay. Mana burn all enemies. If there are 13 or more blue gems, gain an extra turn. So wait till there's 13 or more blue gems, then mana burn all enemies and get an extra turn. It's not too bad. Borealis, freeze all enemies, deal 43 damage to a random enemy. And Skady, freeze and mana burn the first 2 enemies, knock them to last position, summon Queen Mab, and she creates an ice storm at the start of every turn. Not terrible, but not used very much anymore. I think the only place you might is like Blue Guild Wars on defense or offense. I don't know, but I've never used her. She's not something I would throw event keys for. None of this stuff is, so just ignore the event keys this week, I would say. Unless Skady's the last mythic you need in the world and you have 1,000,000 event keys, then that's when you would do it. Alright, the shop. We're going to have to reset our game. Hold on a sec. Woo, I'm getting faster at that. Alright, let's go weekly event. Sir Nunos. I'm going to buy one of this guy. A lot of people buy enough to get them to Mythic. I feel like I'd rather just get them through chests, because I'm going to be opening chests anyway for Mythics and whatnot, so maybe I'll get enough copies Or I can use my orbs or whatever. Like, I don't want to waste a bunch of glory that I might need to get Mythics, but it's a good idea. Plus you get Arcane Blood, Trait Stones, Keys. That's a pretty good idea. I don't know. I don't know why I do this, but I only buy one. I got a trophy, General Knowledge, whatever that means. Cernunos. Deal 30 damage to an enemy, boosted by blue allies and blue gems. Don't like that single target damage. Inflict frozen when doing skull damage. Immunity to frozen, become enraged when an enemy casts a spell. Well, he's going to be enraged a lot then. And then make sure to get your weekly, where is it? Spoils of War. It's your 10 event keys for 1,800 glory. That's a good deal. And what else do we have? I guess the events. We have Tower Defense, whatever that is. It's a world event. So, Daemons have now invaded the glacial peaks and started to build towers, hoarding molten cores inside to melt the ice and weaken Queen Mab's winter court. Defeat Daemons and their towers to recover the molten cores. Towers will have more cores, with blast towers having the most. Alright, let's try to make a team. I'm gonna collect this. Is there no metal this week? Oh, there we go. Token defense. Badge of defense. Go in the shop here. Do this. You definitely want to get at least a medal before you get started. And there's probably a weapon. There we go. Come on. Badge of defense. Is there a weapon? No weapon? Alright, well I want to get at least a medal here. Up to tier 3 so far. There's our medal. Did we get the, what's her face? Did we get the tower lady? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I got a medal. I love this lawnmower crap. Catapult tower, Infernal Machine, Iron Jaw. I guess we go here. Make a team real quick. Just real quick. Let's see what the medal does. That's what I need to know. The medal. 160% skull and spell damage for all troops in the current event. So it's both. So I guess whatever the best troop is, whether it's skull or spell. And we'll do base rarity. So we got Skady. Freeze and mana burn the first two enemies. Knock them to the last position. Summon Queen Mab. Freeze all enemies. Deal 43 damage to the... Deal 31 damage to an enemy. There's an Ice Storm. Curse all enemies. Queen Mab. Cernunos. Deal 30 damage to an enemy. Boosted by blue allies and blue gems. Air Stone Shatter. Deal 31 damage to an enemy if they're a tower deal. So we're definitely going to use her, but I don't know if we're going to be using her early. I need to upgrade her. I might pause when they get real close to my door, or my window out here. You're fully traded. I guess I should get her ascended. Ascend a Mythic. Probably shouldn't have done that, because I probably would buy more copies. I'm an idiot. Whatever. That's what I get with buzzing lawnmowers and trying to do a video. And let's see. Ooh, we have Orb of Winter. Deal 35 damage to all enemies, boosted by frozen enemies. So I probably want to use that. So, deal 37 damage. Alright, hold on, guys. Well, that sucks, man. I can't believe I'm so late today. Okay, deal 37 damage to an enemy, boosted by frozen enemies. So we want to get everybody frozen. I'll just mute if they come back. So we want to get everybody frozen. Does this thing freeze? Chant myself. Give all blue allies 2 mana. Freeze the first enemy. Okay. So we want somebody that's going to freeze. Probably going to want to use her, but I don't know if we're going to use her right away. Freeze all enemies. That's cool. Let's go down here. 33 damage to an enemy and freeze them. See, I didn't want this to... Adjacent enemies we could freeze. Start battles with 75% mana. It's not bad. Let me grab her. Gain barrier. Freeze and weapon enemy. If there are 13 more blue gems, gain 4 mana. Create 7 blue gems. I don't know. So is there going to be a tower every time or not? That might be cool. Brown. This is just for the early crap anyway. We used to have no mana generation. Exploded gem. Maybe. Huh. What class was Glacial Peaks? Frost Mage. Fae, Glacial Peaks. 25% chance of freezing at random enemy when an ally casts a spell. Freeze a random enemy at the start of battle. Start battles 50% mana, that's good. Alright. I don't know. We'll make a real team tomorrow, but we'll start with this. I can't spend too much time on it today, you know. We need double blue. Because it really doesn't matter until you... We're going to put the tower girl in there as well. We need double blue. I don't know, brown would be nice to get that mana generator up. But then that's minus yellow. What can we minus? We can minus green. Is that double blue, yellow, minus green? It's probably not bad. Alright, just to get you going, I think Orb of Winter is the way to go here. Let's just see if there's any towers going on. What do we got? Medal of Defense. And then probably Medal of Nisha. Medal of Nisha. We're doing the Orb of Winter thing. Let's just give it a try here, real quick. Because these early battles, if there's no tower, there might be towers. I don't see it. There is one tower. Okay. And if we kill that tower, we would get a bunch of blue mana. So I'm going to switch out one of these troops after this battle here. Doesn't really matter because everybody's going to get full on the next turn. Maybe... I mean, you know, we need a way to just get that orb up quicker, which I think we can. Hold on a sec. Edit teams. Who do we want to get rid of? Troops. We need her. Who are we going to get rid of? Frost Archer. Uses 10 mana, 13, 16. He's pretty much only here because... he was going to be our mana generator, but I think with her we should be fine because she's going to create 11 blue gems when she kills a tower. Well, wait, no, let's get rid of Borealis, I guess, because it uses the same mana. So, put back in that Ice Golem. Get rid of Borealis. We want her way up here. That's probably the right order there. Okay. He doesn't even have traits. Now he does. Which I don't know if any of that helped, unless I put him in first slot. And she does. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna... you'll see how this goes now. We're gonna destroy the tower with the Earstone Shatter. She's gonna make a bunch of blue, which will hopefully give Orb of Winter, who starts with 50% mana, all the mana it needs, which doesn't even matter this time. Because you got up right away. Let's just go for the towers. You start in battle at 50%. This is what I would do for the early battles. Then we'll make a new team tomorrow if we need to. Sometimes we don't even need to. Sometimes my first thought is the best thought. So I can freeze some people maybe. Is there extra turn here somewhere? Sure looks like one, but I guess it's not. But I wish she would get up a little quicker. Because if she kills this tower, she's gonna make a bunch of blue, but we don't need her yet. So that kinda, I don't know. I'm just going after towers here. Eventually, you'll be able to one-shot a tower. It'll make a bunch of blue, which will fill up your winter. It'll fill up your weapon. See, like, right, like, one-shotting with this thing. So you really just need to get it up. So whatever your thought is for your team, just get your Orb of Winter up in the beginning battles with your metal on. The team is the metal, as always. So Orb of Winter is the way to go. I know that for sure. 100% Orb of Winter, early battles, way to go. Just one mana match, and then boom, they're all dead. So that's what I would recommend for early on. Tomorrow we'll do deeper battles and maybe come up with another team. But yeah, for now, I would say Orb of Winter, Air Stone Shatter, Ice Golem, Frost Archer, Frost Mage, double blue, yellow. Alright, now let's go see what else we got going on this week. We have so today obviously is the world event, the tower that I just showed you, that team. Tomorrow is Tuesday, which is the faction event. Let's go see if I have a team for that. Was it Frostfire Keep? Was it Frostfire Keep? I wish I would just say here. Is that Frostfire Keep? What is that? I guess so, right? I'm being an idiot right now. Oh, that's the class. I'm an idiot. Yep. Derp. Faction Assault. Never mind. It's this one. The Eye. Lazara's Lair. Duh. Jeez, I just said it yesterday. Alright, so team for this. Team for this. You can do Nimbus Bow, or whatever. You know, Mountain Crusher. There's a couple other weapons that are decent with that. But mostly Nimbus Bow is the best. And then you do Finesse, which everybody has Finesse. Just do triple Finesse. And then move your Nimbus Bow down like right here. Banner, some sort of double yellow. Double yellow, purple. No, let's not do that. Double yellow, purple minus brown. That's good. And then class, you have to do Stormcaller. So make sure to copy this team exactly. All you need is it fully traded because it makes a light storm, which we need a storm. And this is our team. Triple Finesse Nimbus Bow with Stormcaller. Every time there's a deal 63 damage to an enemy and a random enemy. If the enemy uses yellow mana, deal double damage. If there is a storm, which there always is because we have Stormcaller, give 6 mana to all other allies. So they're giving mana to each other. It's like the Dwarven Gate teams. So they're always up. They're always giving mana to each other. So there's always one up. Plus the Gift of Finesse, give 4 to all skills on all Strix allies when matching 4 or more gems. So the Nimbus Bow makes it possible to get these extra turns. Being Stormcaller, we're also a Strix, so we're going to gain all those stats too. And having 3 of them on the team gives us 12 to every stat. Every time we match 4 or 5. So really good team. Good synergy. So right there, we just gained a bunch of stats for matching 4. You can do double damage to skulls to yellow enemies, and by casting. So every time you cast, you give mana to the others on your team. It's a really good team. Every extra turn, you gain stats. And bam, you can go all the way to 500 with this, get all the rewards. If you want to jump up early and do the faction event tomorrow. As you can see, I'm on level 230 here. That team just crushed in seconds. It's good. Alright, what else do we got? Wednesday, we have the pet, the Snow Bunny. So just use your normal pet team, whatever that may be. Mine is the Phoenicia team. You could use your Skeleton Key team or whatever. Then we have Frost Mage on Thursday. So the World Event team might work there. Sometimes it does. We will see. And I think that's it. Since we're having the invasion right now, I guess we don't have invasions this weekend, but yeah. So today, World Event, the tower thing, I showed you a team for that. Tomorrow, the faction event for Lazara's Lair, I showed you a team for that. Wednesday, Pet Rescue, just use your Skeleton Key or your Phoenicia. Thursday is class event for Frost Mage. Use some kind of similar team to your World Event team, or, you know, whatever, something like that. And then we don't have anything this Friday, but who knows, they might do another Vault event. They've been doing Vault events every single weekend, which is awesome. So, I'm sure it won't be, but yeah. Then we have our campaign. Let's go check that out real quick before we finish up here. Let me look at my campaign. There we go. These shades were unstoppable. Every time we slew one, two more would take its place. The king tasked us with seeking out some help from his kinfolk, the Wood Elves of Silverglade. As time was of the essence, Christinix, the royal dragon, agreed to take some time away from the defense of the kingdom and flies down there to meet one Lord Bellinor, a longtime friend and ally of Silverglade. Crystara isn't a quiet place at the best of times. This was no exception. The Wood Elves faced troubles of their own with elementals from the Primal Rift. I agreed to help them in exchange for some of Bellinor's troops being sent to Silverglade. So win dungeon battles. Make sure you don't do your dungeons until you, I guess it's the first one this week, so that's good. Kill Daemon enemies in any battle. You'll do that in the World Event. And win Explore runs in Glacial Peaks on difficulty 5 or higher. See, that's getting higher and harder. So good luck with your... Oh, I didn't even collect my rewards because they're... Oh, I never did that? What an idiot. Oops. So I was missing that 2 magic that whole week last week. What a dummy. Oh well. I'm human. So we did get the hammer last week. I was wrong. I was saying that we were getting Shade of Kurandara or whatever. But, it was the hammer. So this week you're gonna get some, gems. And the Shade of Kurandara, 4 copies. And then we get our artifact, which will give us +5 armor, which will be good for Rohan. So that is the campaign. I'm not going to go over every single task. They're pretty much the same every week anyway. Just do the world event, do your dungeons, do your adventure board. Go check it. Go accept your go collect your task every time you get one done, so you can start on the next one right away. And just pay attention. Maybe you can get 1 or 2 done at the same time. And just always be looking at your tasks before you do anything to make sure you can't set a banner or use a hammer or do a dungeon or, you know. Make sure you check out your campaign tasks on Monday and Tuesday before you do anything, because that way you can go ahead and get them done on Monday and Tuesday while you're doing everything else, the world event in particular and the faction event. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Consider joining, and yeah, it helps a lot. I'm gonna do live stream, I think Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So Wednesday, Thursday will be Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then Saturday will be Gems of War. Go vote on that poll if you want it to be on a different day, but I think Saturday is gonna win, so we'll do that. And yeah, shout out to Tim F. Bruce. Thank you for becoming a member, man. If anybody else wants to join up, just hit the big blue join button, or there'll be a link in the description. It's $1.99. It helps a lot, and you'll get a shout out just like Tim F. Bruce. So thanks again, Tim, and yeah, see y'all next time. Have a good week. Hope I helped y'all out. Peace.